So today we're going to be looking at changing an SPG, which is the submersible pressure gauge, and at the same time looking at the two high pressure O-rings which are on the swivel that are inside the assembly. The hardest part about the entire procedure is removing the boot, which is the protective cover for the SPG. Sometimes you can use a bit of hot water to make it a bit easier. Right now we're just going to do it like this. So you can use one hand to hold the high pressure hose, and the other hand you can bend back. If you have a depth gauge, you can use that to hold it and bend back the cover, the console here. If you don't have it, then you just have to do it with your hand on the SPG console. So we're going to bend it back and break it like this, so the SPG can come out, and then we actually force here, force the hose to come out with the SPG like that. Okay? So now you'll see that the hose goes through the console like so, and the SPG is on the end. This is a standard maintenance procedure to pull it out, clean inside the console, and then put it back in again. Okay. So now we've got that out, we've got access to the SPG, and we've got access to the connection. In this case, it's a 17mm spanner with a 14mm spanner, and we need to undo that coupling here. Very, very easy. We're going to use the hand closing method to open it. So we're going to have one spanner go on to the large hex nut that's attached to the SPG, and we're going to have the other one go onto the hose. Okay, so you can see here we've offset the two spanners, so we don't actually have to try and use our arms to open it. We just close our hand, and that's open now. Okay. Now we can undo here our high pressure hose fitting and remove the SPG with the swivel here. Alright, so now the swivel, if it's been used a lot, will be stuck inside, and you'll need a little bit more force to take it out, otherwise it'll come out nice and easy. This is a new one. Make sure you service it. These are the hardest working O-rings in the entire regulator system. High pressure on one side, ambient on the other. You need to make sure you take them out, clean them, put them back in again. There are other types of swivel that'll have a little flange in the middle there, and they'll be a little bit shorter. It's exactly the same procedure. So we're going to here take our O-ring pick, okay, and we actually get underneath the high pressure O-rings here, without damaging them, of course. So you can see I'm underneath it, and then I can just slide it off. They're quite hard, these guys. Remember, it's high pressure, so I can take my two O-rings off like this. Be a little careful. It's not difficult, but you need to be a little bit careful not to damage the O-rings. The best thing is to just change them. They're cheap, they do a lot of work, and every time you're going to bother to do this procedure, you may as well just put in new ones. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our two O-rings. We take our swivel, we can just wash it in some hot soapy water, or if we want to, we can use a mild acid, and then that mild acid will take away any kind of deposits that are on there, bring it back to new. Take our Cristo lube, whoop, she's rolling away. Take our Cristo lube, a little bit on the finger, like this. So just a little bit. Cristo lube for oxygen clean, lubricant, not silicone grease, and we just push it all the way into both of the O-rings in our fingers. So we've actually forced the Cristo lube into the material. Good. Now we take our swivel again, and you can see we have to actually put the O-ring onto the swivel like so. Same with the other one. Hold the swivel on the mat, it makes it a little bit easier. They're very small, and if you have big fingers, you have to juggle a little bit. Alright, so they're on. Okay? Now, what I do is actually blow through the middle just to make sure there's no lube in the middle. That's done. And then we're going to reinstall into the SPG. If you were cleaning it after some time, you can clean around the threads, make sure you hold it down so nothing goes inside the actual pressure gauge. We can put a little bit more lube on the outside here just to aid entry. Okay, so then we can push this straight into there, and you'll feel and hear it click like that. We can put a little bit of lube here on the threads. Yeah, that's just to stop any kind of adhesion on the threading, on the male and female threading here. And then now this high pressure ring on the O-ring on the swivel is going to go back into the high pressure hose. Okay, see it now, and that's on. Now you can see it swiveling around. I'm going to take our 2 spanners like so. Remember, we're going to use the hand closing technique. We don't have to do this too tight. You can see I'm tightening it up with my hand. That's tight enough. There's absolutely nothing that's going to make this come undone. So just nip it up, and that's it. Okay. And then the final thing, of course, is our favourite part. Make sure everything's away from you when you're doing this job, and that's reinstalling the pressure gauge into the console. So we have to sort of push it in with the heel of the hand, and then now it's locked. Okay, good luck.